What? Smoking on my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. It's always great to be back. And today, we got I broke silly laws in front of the police. Okay? So he's gonna go and break some silly laws, I guess, out in the UK. And I wonder if he gets arrested. I'm curious. So originally, I don't know. It's one of them days. I'm laughing. I just did a comedy reaction and to a British comedian, and I'm still just in such a laughing mood. So let's hop into this. Original link in the description. Here we go.
This is me in charge of a cow whilst I'm drunk.
Je suis quite pissed.
And although what I was doing made national news,
So confused at these images coming out of Finsbury Park this morning.
it's apparently illegal. And it's the first of a number of old laws I'm going to be breaking over the next 48 hours.
Morning, officers. Bad boy, what you gonna do?
But why? Well, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you'll know I'm a bit of a bad boy.
How do I look?
But there is another bad boy in town. My friend Zach.
That is boiling hot.
So we want to go head to head to see who is the naughtier boy.
New beer mix?
Yeah, absolutely.
But what are the rules?
Hi, Zach. We're outside the Tower of London, where in the old days, bad guys got locked up. I think it's time to turn it into a challenge. We've got 48 hours to break as many old silly laws as we can. Are you in?
I'm not scared.
Great. Let's go.
Now this is a video concept that's been done before, and a Hall of Fame vid here on YouTube is Uber Butler's version.
This is a suspicious fish.
Zach and I wanted to do our own version, and so we had to break old laws that hadn't been done before, and I thought I would start with a penny farthing.
I could already tell this one gonna be good. This guy is a character.
Under the 1896 Red Flag Act, it's a legal offence for any self-propelled machine to travel faster than 4 miles an hour. And to make my law breaking as authentic as possible, why not use a self-propelled machine they may well have been using the time this law was written? The penny farthing. And I'd be learning how to ride one from former army officer and penny farthing enthusiast, Neil.
Dismounting, feet off, reach back, there's the peg.
Looks easy enough. So after changing into a more period-appropriate outfit, otherwise known as my school uniform, I hopped on a very old bike to break a very old law.
Right, your turn. That's it. Up.
After a bit of help from Neil, I got the hang of it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now that I was officially the second best penny farthing rider alive, it was time to go for speed.
I've got it down. I need to know how fast you can go. A speed record. 17, 20, 19. Absolutely rapid. So 4 miles an hour is definitely possible.
Let's see what score these old pins of mine can muster.
Come on, Mac, you can do it.
14.
I don't know how people can ride those bikes. I mean, I probably could, for sure. I would. I don't know why I'm even acting like I would not try. Guys, I would definitely try to ride one of those bikes, and I would have fun doing it, for sure. That's on the bucket list.
I'd sailed past the 4 mile an hour speed limit, so it was time to go out and break the law.
Morning's up. Thank you.
This is hilarious.
Morning, officers. Morning, officers. Bad boy, what you gonna do? Oh, that's tight.
And it
They looking like, is this guy okay? Like, does he want us to react? We don't really care.
seemed like the fact we were speeding in a self-propelled machine didn't seem to bother the police one bit, even at Buckingham Palace.
Hello, guys. What's the speed limit around it?
I don't know.
In fact, they loved my new ride.
New beer mix?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice bike there.
Oh, thank you.
I've got bigger wheels. It didn't tell me off.
Silly law number 1, well and truly broken.
Uh-oh. Run. Run away!
Next up, crime number 2, and I'd need a quick visit to the hardware store.
Drunk octopus wants to fight. This is what I need.
To break this one, I'd need some rope and a plank of wood. Under Section 54 of the Metropolitan Police Act 1839, without the intention of unloading or loading into a vehicle, it is illegal to carry any timber, plank, or bar of wood along a footway.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's walk the plank. Come on, boy. Sorry, guys. Nip through here. Sorry, guys. Wood coming through. Careful. Careful on the wood.
Silly law number 2 smashed. I was starting to wonder what Zach was up to.
These guys are wild.
Amazing helped Anthony through nightclub.
These guys are wild. Like, oh man, could you imagine running around the UK with them acting a fool? Like, oh man.
You've worn.
I'm ready to get back to it. This is very entertaining. I'm curious to know if they actually like get arrested at all.
Grad cap.
Right, I'm gonna leave him alone. Back in Blighty, my next crime took me to the post office. Under the 1904 Postal Services Act, it's against the law to distract and interfere with a postal worker, and therefore a criminal offence to talk to them for too long.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
How long is your route normally? I've always wondered.
Depends on how much I've got in there.
Who do you think is bigger, the NFL or Taylor Swift?
Hello.
I've always had this question. It's a bit weird, but if you were to put together all the blue tack in the world, do you think it would cover Hyde Park? Yeah, but I mean, if you look at their Instagram, the NFL's only got like 14 million. Taylor Swift's like 80. Do you ever deliver blue tack? I guess you wouldn't know. Do you ever get a break?
I got a bottle of water.
You got a bottle of water. You should probably have Air Up.
But what is Air Up? Air Up is a hydration system that uses scent-based taste to flavour your water.
So it's a totally new way of experiencing flavour.
Oh, right.
You simply attach one of their flavour pods to the top, activate it, then as you drink, your brain registers the taste through smell alone. I love my Air Up bottle so much that I take it across seas, whether I'm filming in America or annoying some postmen.
You basically drink plain water, but you're experiencing a flavour all through scent. Helps me drink more water. I get through like 2 or 3 of these bottles. Tasty flavours, no sugar, no calories, no junk, just plain water.
Wow.
So click the link in the description to try Air Up today and be like me, getting hydrated with their delicious virgin mojito flavour. But with our soon-to-be fully hydrated postal workers well and truly delayed, it was on to another law.
Have a good one. See you in a bit.
A law that I actually wouldn't technically be breaking.
I'm actually not going to be breaking a law. I'm being a good boy for once. There is a law that says you're not allowed to trespass. That makes total sense. Unless you are climbing a tree to point at a fish. And I think I have a fish that I want to point at.
Fans of the channel will know that recently I raised a little fishy of my own, my baby boy Max Fish. And he's currently living in a lovely retirement garden pond around the corner from my flat, which just also happens to be next to a tree.
It's my mate Alex's house where Max Fish lives. He's at work, so I definitely know he's out. And I need to try and find a way over the wall in his back garden. I think I know the route. It's through there.
Rather than calling Alex and asking him if I could climb his tree to point at a fish, that's the first time that sentence has ever been said, I had to sneak into the garden by gracefully climbing over the fence from the alley so that it legally counts as trespassing.
There's his flat. I currently look ridiculous. It's the middle of the day on a Wednesday.
Now please remember, Alex is a friend of mine that I knew would be okay with me doing this, so don't go around trying this yourself.
I'm in. Let's be quick. Is Max Fish in there? Can I see him? It's probably going to be a great time. That's a tree, right? Climb this tree. Lovely big egg. Max Fish. Legal. Illegal. Legal. Illegal. Can you see him? Doesn't matter. Right. Done. Get the hell out of here.
As I waddled away from a pond, Zach was approaching a pelican, and I had one more law up my sleeve. But it would require me to get drunk at 6 in the morning. Under the Licensing Act of 1872, it's an offence to be drunk in charge of a horse, a cow, or a steam engine. Now, I don't know how to drive a train, and the last time I was drunk in charge of a horse, we lost the Polo World Champs. So in 1 hour from now, a cow is arriving in central London, and I need to be sufficiently sloshed. So I set up camp at the pub and laid in wait for my main cow, Zach, and the other cow, Rosie.
Do I seem drunk?
Right on cue, Zach arrived, apparently still dressed in his outfit from the night before.
I'm also dressed like this, although this could be just Thursday at time.
Kids are going to school.
How long have you been drinking for?
100 minutes.
Then finally, our renegade outlaw cow, Rosie, arrived.
Rosie, how much was it to get the Moo number plate?
Oh, bit of poo. I'm pissed. It's 9 a.m.
No, I need to do it on the pavement.
In central London.
And it wasn't just Rosie's excrement that was causing a little bit of a stink.
There's a cow in there.
Nothing to see here.
Hey, we're going this way. Hey, Rosie.
Despite the commotion we were causing, the cops didn't have a problem with it at all. So, time to break another law. Drunk in control of a cow.
Come on.
Final law.
They might as well turn this segment, change this whole segment, name it, Will I Get Arrested? Will he get arrested? Because the cops do not care, apparently. I mean, they got better things to do, I'm sure.
Law in the books.
Just we quite pissed.
It seemed that word had gotten out about young Rosie's criminality all across North London. Even the Radio 1 breakfast show was having a pop.
The new photo that Anna sent us is of a group of people standing in the middle of the road. The cow's waiting to cross. A man in a cowboy hat there as well, and like a little waistcoat. It's very camp.
And as a bonus law break, Rosie's entourage informed us that driving cattle on a London street after 10 a.m. is also illegal.
And it's 10:01. Naughty, naughty. Right, let's get you home, Rosie.
Whew. So,
Lips.
I would do something like that for sure. I'm definitely nutty enough to do something like that. It was super entertaining, super funny. I think, to me though, honestly, the funniest part was the beginning with the bikes. I just thought that was hilarious. Even the way they did the camera view with like the, what is it called? Like the fisheye effect or something like that. While they were riding, I just thought that was just comedy, pure comedy right there. And the way he just rode slow, the way he rode slow past the cops, like as if to say, like, "Come on, guys, come on!" Like, and the way they looked at him, I just like look at it. I just thought it was hilarious. Could you imagine? Like, I've seen stuff like this before. Like in America, you'll randomly see it. For me, it's like every maybe 2-3 years, I'll just see someone randomly riding a bike like that, or just something that is just completely out of the ordinary. And I'm like, it's almost like someone glitches the Matrix real quick. You're like, what is happening? But it's cool.
Muster.
Come on, Mac, you can do it.
14.
I'd sailed past the 4-mile-an-hour speed limit, so it was time to go out and break the law.
Morning, that.
That effect right there is epic. Like, I love it. That is incredible. These boys definitely know what they're doing with this content creation.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if he would have actually got arrested though? Like I know that's what he wanted though. So he could have probably titled it, "I broke laws and had to spend the night in jail," or got arrested breaking old laws or something crazy like that.
Morning, officers. Morning, officers. Bad boy, what you gonna do?
What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boy, bad boy.
Oh, that's tight.
And it seemed like the fact we were speeding in a self-propelled machine didn't seem to bother the police one bit, even at Buckingham Palace.
Hello, guys. What's the speed limit around it?
I don't know.
In fact, they loved my new ride.
New BMX?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice bike there. Oh, thank you. I've got a bigger wheel.
It's funny because one of my clients, she went to Buckingham Palace, but she said that literally the cops were like watching her and her husband, like every movement. So I guess it just depends, it just depends. Depends on who's on duty that day. And I think these guys probably knew, like, all right, they're being silly, they're making content. I'm not going to take it serious whatsoever. I feel like the people they take more serious is the ones who are like, I guess probably like not so much, like they know, like the ones who are not so much out there moving, I guess more mysterious. And I feel like they'd definitely be more worried about that than, like, they could tell, oh, these guys are just making content. Yeah. Well, it's all fun and games, but it still would have been wild if he would have actually got arrested, though.
Wheels. He didn't tell me off.
Silly law number 1, well and truly broken.
Uh-oh. Run. Run away.
Next up, crime number 2. And I'd need a quick visit to the hardware store.
Drunk octopus.
Man, this guy's wild. That was awesome, though. Whew, I broke silly laws in front of the police. Man, I mean, I would try. I can't say I'm gonna try an American version, right? Trying to break old laws, because I'm gonna be real with you. I go to my hometown acting a fool. Man, them troopers riding around, they be looking, man. I might do. I could rebuttal this video and do something like that, but I'm pretty sure I'd probably get arrested. Like I'd probably get arrested. You know, just if let me find some old New York laws and let me go to my hometown and do something like this. They're definitely gonna be, because they watch us for no reason out there in my hometown. So, whew. That was a good video. That was definitely entertaining. But with that being said, I'll be back with more soon. If you want more content like this, hit that like, that subscribe, and that notification bell. I hope everybody is enjoying yourself, and I will see you all. Much love.